Jessica, do you want to know a funny thing is a lot of my homeowners now are worried about their dogs too. What if their dogs can see outside? And so we actually kind of think about that from time to time too, so that the dogs can enjoy the outdoors too. And
it's so true, because what happens is if they don't, they get up on your furniture.
Exactly.
Right? If you have a dog that wants to see outside, they're going to get up to look out the window. How many times have you seen them on the top of the back of the couch, right, to look outside?
Yep.
Right.
And kids our dogs are the new kids now, right?
They are. They are the new kids. Okay, so we're in one of the guest suites at the Horse Magic Ranch.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about this, because what I really love about this is the height of the windows, and it's just a really nice space.
It is. It's such a beautiful space, and notice how the windows go all the way down to the ground. The owners of this property, they have in-laws that come quite often, and so they really want them to feel comfortable in this space.
That's something that really is nice to think about. If you have a house, if you had a long-term guest, the comfort level, sometimes you're sharing bathrooms or you're doing those kind of things. That's probably a really nice thing if you're going to build a custom home.
Exactly.
Having a guest suite.
Yes. Yeah. And they're getting to the point where the kids are getting a little bit older, and so now they're kind of starting to think about the in-laws more than they are the kids for now. So that's kind of a fun way to look at it, and trying to make other people comfortable when they come to their home.
I love it. So this is really tall windows. So when you said it's close to the ground, is this not normal? Is there, Ryan, maybe you know this, is there a normal height?
You really can choose any elevation for your sill height, but there are some requirements where if they get too low to the ground, you have to use tempered glass. So you have to keep that in mind to make sure you get the right.
Why is that?
Just so if it does, if it's close to the ground, maybe a ball can get kicked into it or a chair gets slid into it and it can break. And so if it's tempered glass, you'll get little tiny shards versus big jaggedy harmful pieces of glass if they break.
So is that a difference of cost?
Yes, it's an upcharge.
So if as you get lower, you have to realize your window cost may change.
Correct. And when you have views like you have on a property like this with lower sills, you can lay in bed and you can still catch the views when you're still, relaxing in bed.
So let's talk about opening windows and closing windows. So these ones are big windows, but these open?
Yeah, these are casement windows.
Casement windows.
Casement windows, so they crank out. One thing I really like about casement windows is the way that they seal. They seal a lot better than your traditional slider or your double hung or single hung windows.
I would think opposite.
They have multiple latch points in them, so they have a lot nicer seal. So,
and this one actually looks like it doesn't open, but it does.
Correct. And a lot of times, whether it be a single hung or a double hung or a slider, you would have a vertical bar somewhere that blocks your view. So if you do a casement window, you eliminate that extra obstruction to your view.
So on a casement window, is there times when you can't have this? Can you always have a window that opens? Are there times when you're building a custom home? Why would someone choose not to have an opening window? Any reason?
Cost is a big one.
Yeah. The hardware and everything on an operating window costs more than just a picture stationary window.
Gotcha. And this is a big window.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be a design thing too, because the hardware is something extra to look out in the window. And so when we start putting on every single window, it kind of gets a little bit messy. So there are times when we would just rather have a picture window. And a lot of the times it's determined by the cross breeze that comes through the house. We try to keep ventilation running through the house. So we really try to think about, let's make sure there's a window on this side and there's a window on this side and there's a window here and a window here, just to get that good cross ventilation. And then other than that, you don't need any other ones.
The one downfall to casements that I see is if you do open them a lot, as you can see, there's no screens in this window right now, so you get that clear view. But on a casement window, you do have a full screen that covers the entire glass, and they're just not in because you don't need the screens in the winter.
Yes. So that would be if you don't want a screen on your window, unless you're one of those that opens the windows and doesn't have screens. But if you like up here, you would not want a screen on your window.
Correct.
Yep.
Makes sense. But a picture window, you would never have to have a screen.
Exactly.
If you've been thinking about building your dream home, I'm Braden with B&B Builders. Give me a call.